Rosann, we've known each other for 3 decades.
Yes, a long time.
And you have been a professional counselor.
As you have been a professional counselor, how many people have we known in Hong Kong?
Yes, quite a lot.
So many different people.
And so many changes.
And that's why we want to think about women now and women then, and how women have changed over these years.
That must be very interesting.
Yes.
And it covered different generations.
Always.
Well, if they're interested in what we are talking about, how are they going to find us?
You're going to find us Tuesday night, 9 o'clock, PsychoAlchemy. We are women now and then.
See you there. Well, we are back. Well, we end our last section talking about can we really communicate what's in our heart? As we mentioned before, women of my mother's age will kind of feel a little bit embarrassed, not the right thing, not proper to say exactly what's in our heart. Well, women of my age, I think, will be more willing to do it. But still, I sometimes can hit walls. Because different backgrounds, some people will say you are too direct, so blunt.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't need to tell exactly what you feel, what you think. You can keep it to yourself, right? So that's something I have to learn. But I remember on our way back from Shenzhen, well, we are decided to try the rapid train. Because from Shenzhen to Hong Kong is only 15 minutes away. You can imagine, so much faster, right? So when I went to the ticket booth and there were people queuing up, and actually coming back to Hong Kong the schedule was quite good. Every 15-20 minutes.
Oh wow, very good.
Very convenient. Good. But still you need to get tickets because the tickets have your name. Oh, that's the different from MTR, right? They need to register your name and everything. So I need to bring my ID card, my friend's ID card. And when I walk, as I was queuing up, I'm quite an observing person.
Yes.
I have noticed, wow, those people in front of me, even they decided to buy maybe 8 tickets. It take a long time because they have to put in the name and the ID card number.
Oh yeah.
So I was at that time was like 7:05. Our next train is 7:27. So I was observing. So there's no way we can get onto that one.
Yeah.
Because trust me, if it's the first time you try the rapid transit in China, remember you have to put in the walking time.
Yes.
It's such a big place. So I say, forget it. It's no way we can rush to that station, what's that called, that train. So I said, why don't we try the next one? Actually, the next one, the lady selling the tickets told me is 7:52, something like that, right? So it's about 45 minutes away. And I was thinking, we have enough time, but sure, we can wait at the waiting room. It's safe, and it's the first time for the both of us to try the rapid transit. So I don't want to take risks. But as I got the ticket and I start walking, my friends, why don't we take the 7:27 one? I said, look, we don't have enough time. It's quite a long walk. Well, then she observed there is a 7:42, and then there is a 7:48, and I was so angry. I keep quiet because I was walking. And why don't you take the other one? I said, look, I asked the lady who sold us the ticket. The next train to Hong Kong is 7:52. I don't know why she didn't tell me about there's a 7:42 or 7.
Yes.
I don't know. It's the first time. And she said, there's another one. Can't you see the booth? I was so angry. And I was like, I would suppress my anger, right? I think that's what Chinese women usually would do.
Yes.
As I walk, and she said, don't understand why it's quite a close walk. It's not that far away. So finally, we reached the waiting area at 7:20. All right? And actually, the 7:27 already closed. You know what? It's not the time. They start taking your ticket 15 minutes ahead, and then they close the booth about 5 to 7 minutes before. So I said, see, right, we can't get in. But she still said there's a 7:42, and then there's and I sat down, and then I wait. I was thinking, okay, I'm the one who brought the tickets. I'm the one who queued up. You were the one that went to see the automatic ticket booth and you didn't get any information, right? I was the one queuing up for that lady to sell me the ticket. I was like, and then she'd say, oh, it's okay, love, we can wait. You know, it's like, but you know it's not okay, right?
Wow.
So then I suddenly turned around, look at her and said, look, the reason I brought this one is because I asked the lady, what is the next one? And she said 752. That's why I buy that one. I have no idea there's a 740 something and there's a 740 something.
Oh, here comes the facts.
Right.
Yes,
and
yes,
then
yes.
second thing is, you know, I have observed during our tour at the museum, actually you were walking quite slowly. I think you have hurt your feet a little bit in the few days before. You told me. I remember those information. So I was thinking, if we have to run to get our tram, it will hurt you. So I decided to choose a slower, a later tram. I think I have been very considerate. So would you stop nagging me? And she said, sorry, Lord.
Oh,
so I was like, okay, that's my sorry. So when we brought up our reason for doing certain things, so I think we need to explain to that person, you know, I'm not stupid. If there's an earlier tram and we can make it, we'll definitely take that one. But I don't get that information. So I was thinking, you know, actually the train was so empty, even though there are two of us, they didn't give us sitting together tickets. They want to give us more room. So each have 2 seats. And when we get on the train, my friend said, hey, why don't you sit with me? I said, no. I want some space. Actually, it's only 15 minutes. We're back to Hong Kong. So I was asking you, well, a lot of time women were being told, you know, don't be so direct and maybe more polite, and as you said, your husband told you, you know, you have to consider other things. So what do you think when you have a girlfriend, as you start at the beginning, have some issues, and you're being stupid, you shouldn't do that, and it's not right. What would be your best way to tell your friend, you know?
Depends on the issue, depends on the friend, depends on how long you know them. But okay, people who have known me for a long time know that I'm very happy spending time by myself reading.
Yes.
Studying, putting my lecture notes together. But a new friend will call me one day, how are you? Do you want to go for coffee? No, thank you very much. The next day calling, I called you yesterday. You were very busy yesterday. How about today or tomorrow? And I go, no. And she said, do you have a deadline? I see somebody picking. And I go, no, I don't have a deadline, but this is how I am. You need company. You need to stop spending so much time by yourself. Stop spending time reading. And I have to tell this new friend on the phone, thanks for caring about me.
Yes.
I'll be okay, but give me a week or 2. And she says, well, how can we be friends if you're not going to talk to me? And I am going to talk to you next week or the following week. And when we hung up the telephone, she was not happy. And I was thinking, well, what could I have said? She was trying to be kind. She was trying to take me out for this kind of food, that kind of food. I kept saying, no, just leave it. Just leave it. Now, there I am feeling, I'm not sure. And I don't know how she feels because we didn't see each other. We were on the phone. So now what can I do? I can forget about it. There's one saying, if you can't do anything about it, forget about it. Another thing, I could call her back and oh no, I don't want to have another conversation with her. I could write her a note. She would call me as soon as she got the note. I don't know what to do. So what did I do?
What did you do?
I called a friend who knows both of us. And I said, I don't know what to do. I think I hurt Dolly. She called me. She wanted me to do this. And she starts laughing. This friend starts laughing. Susan starts laughing. And she said, Dolly's like that all the time. So I said, I don't know. Should I call her back and apologize? She says, no. She's probably on the phone with somebody else right now. don't worry about it.
Yeah, yeah.
So in this case,
Mm-hmm.
when I didn't know what to do,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought of my actions,
Mm.
no call, text, I called somebody else to get another opinion.
Okay.
So sometimes when our feelings are not settled,
Mm-hmm.
another opinion helps.
Yes, yes, yes.
But if problems are not just you want to go and have coffee,
Mm.
but problems get more
Yeah.
tight,
Mm.
more hurt,
Yes.
you really wonder.
Mm.
You really wonder, well, what should I do?
Mm. Mm.
I have a friend, a girlfriend my age, who is not talking to her adult children.
Mm. Oh, wow.
And yet she's lonely
Oh,
because she wants
definitely.
to see her adult.
Sure, sure.
So I have tried, here's what I have done. I have tried talking to her gently.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried writing a letter to her.
Mm-hmm.
I've said in another conversation, what do you really want?
Mm.
I want those children to respect me.
Mm.
And I thought, ooh, a lot of anger there.
Yeah, yeah.
So the next time I talk to her, keep the communication going. That's what women do.
Yeah,
Keep the
yeah,
communication
right.
going. I said, how about if I write to your children
Mm-hmm.
and say, your mom would really like to see you more often.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Do-
you dare. And so we have this wall of anger where me, I see the wall of anger. It's not directed to me. But what comes to me is, this child did not do that, this child did not do that, this child. She's throwing the anger at me. So then the question is, do I want to receive so much not happy talk, garbage talk?
Yeah, yeah, you became the garbage can. You threw all her
Throw it.
emotion to you. Yeah.
Yes. So then, now it built up. Now what do I have? I have feelings inside of me. She's taking advantage of me.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be angry no matter what I do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do I cut off the relationship? So I went and asked 2 other girlfriends. We are women our age, have grown up children.
Mm-hmm.
And in some families, it's quite common for people to be like this.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything, one girlfriend said to me, she's probably jealous of you because you
Yeah,
have 3
that's
children.
What, yeah, yeah. That's
So
what
I
I
said,
have
what do
in
you
mind.
do if it's jealous? You know, but it's not fair. So one older woman who was 20 years older than me, 20 years older, so
wow.
I'm not a young chick, she said, just leave it.
Just leave it. Yeah.
Because sometimes that person's upset and you're upset. But you really have to know you can't do anything. But that's hard to live with.
Oh, definitely. Especially we are really into relationship. You know, unless that didn't happen to you. You know, once it happened to us, we want to do something. Whether we want to say something, if it's something related to me, I want to apologize. If it's
Yeah.
misunderstanding, we want to talk about it. It's like if you see her in help, especially you know underneath the anger is a lot of hurt and sadness.
So much
Oh,
so.
definitely. You just want to help, but then, well, because of her pride, so she just don't want you to help her. It's like very interesting.
Ah.
She's signaling you.
Yes.
Otherwise, you won't have that special need to help her. She is actually signaling you to help her. But the
Wow.
thing is, the moment you pop into the picture, it might remind her of some other thing. I also agree with your friend. There might be a little bit of not just jealousy. It's like how you can manage your relationship with your daughters so well, whereas she has is a total failure. You know, you might remind her of something she just cannot do it. So it's so well. Maybe you can do something different. Let me recommend.
Okay.
Maybe you can share with her some of the times when you feel frustrated.
Ah.
Your relationship with your children, right? So you are a little bit more like her instead
Yeah.
of like you a little bit more superior because you can manage and you are trying to help her. So once you are a little bit like, oh, well, I feel very frustrated, I have this problem. So she will feel a little bit more comfortable with you. I don't know. Maybe.
But what you're talking about is the essence of women's relationship and identity. Women are supposed to be able to get along with everybody.
Not true.
But we are supposed to communicate. We are supposed to sympathize. We are supposed to be aware of. So you must always be looking around at what's going on the social scene. To be a successful woman, you have to be aware of the social scene.
Yeah.
To be a successful woman, you have to communicate. If you stop communicating, the other girls will go, "Oh, what's the matter with her?"
Yeah.
Then you have to choose to whom you will discuss something that's really sitting on your heart.
Yeah.
And those are very caring friendships, because the trust has been built a long time.
Yeah.
And you have enough signals that this person will tolerate listening to you.
Yes.
Right. And that's a big one.
Yeah. And also, we also need to have the antenna set up, right?
Yes.
Apart from just receiving, we also have to be a good communicator too.
Yes.
You know, how much to give and how much to receive. This is quite demanding. And in our counseling sections, I think you might have similar experience. There are women walk in that both this ability, receiving and giving, slightly not working.
Yes, okay. We have that's why she came to see you.
Exactly. And at that time, they really want me to fine tune their system, so that they can to listen to their spouse or listen to their children, or if want to give some comment, feedback to their children, to their spouse, it will be more effective.
Yes.
But when you said that, I felt a little bit sad, because people always see me as the one that they will go in to fine tune.
Yes.
But when I do have that kind of problem, I don't see who I can turn into except you, right? But a lot of the people I know are maybe less mature, or maybe they don't have this listening capability. So even when I try to express certain things to them, I don't think they have the ability to hear what is really underneath. Right, they can hear the surface message.
Yes.
And I sometimes I think it's my fault, because I'm so good at listening to the depth, and when people fail to do that, I become quite impatient. So I decided not to talk about it anymore, because it's like, what's the point, right? So maybe it's my pride that is affecting the communication.
It's true, but in formal counseling, there are times when you must tell the client, look, and I would do it more directly. Look, we're not ready to settle this. It's spring. Why don't you give it a season? Come back and let's talk about it in the summer. You just have to live 3 months or so with this issue. Because sometimes it cannot be solved.
Oh, yeah. True. And the thing is, well, actually, my style is a little bit like you. I think I'm in no hurry to get things solved immediately. So when it's not ready, it's not ready. But my style may be even more direct. I will just be say, come on, don't waste your time and money. But sometimes I will even say, actually, I'm much older than you. You are actually wasting my time.
Okay, next time we're coming back, we got to talk about the difficult problems.
Yes.